Hello, I am Master Brian Duncan. I'm here with Eric Moses at the Tennessee Taekwondo and Judo College today in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. We're going to demonstrate how to defend oneself against body grabs from in the front, body grabs from behind, and chokeholds. Now, if he should grab me like in a bear hug, go from the front first. Well, one of the things we're going to talk about here in a little bit is pressure points. If he's got me here, again, all he can do is try to pick me up, throw me around. I just take my thumbs and put them on the end of his ribs and push, and he'll turn loose. There are pressure points right here. You can do it on yourself, on your own ribs. Just take your thumbs and push in, not the thumb pad, the actual end of the thumb into those ribs. And he will let go. All right, he's got me here. A lot of people in a situation, I just kind of go for the eyes and the whole thing. But if I do, he tips his head up. And when he tips his head up, I've got a playground of stuff here I can play with. There's a couple of pressure points right here underneath the ears. I push on those and he will turn loose very easily. Also, right at the top of the xiphoid process is a hole. You can feel it on yourself. Take your finger, push it right here, and you will feel how uncomfortable it is. You're not going to do any damage there, but if somebody's got a hold of you, you can take a finger, dig in here, and just push until they turn you loose. He's got me hit up in here, and I'm just going to push down in here, sort of like that. And I'm going to try to get up to about the second knuckle. Eventually, he will turn loose of me. From behind, I don't want to stand still. I don't want to be able to pick me up and slam me or anything, so I'm going to try to move a little bit. What I'm going to do is go up on my toes to get a little bit and spread out my arms. So I'm going to spread his arms a little bit. So it's here. And as I come down, I simply come out. Now we have, again, something to play with. He's got me, good grip. Simply going to come up with these hands. You're going to throw these out a little bit so you can get his elbows moving a little bit, just get a little bit of room. Step, boom. Here we go. If Eric has me around the throat, I'm in serious problem here. I need to turn to where I get this off of my throat temporarily. Turn it toward his elbow to get some pressure off my Adam's apple. I need to get a little bit of room here. So again, I can butt back up against him, try to throw my elbow. I need him to back up his feet just a little bit. I need a little bit of room. Doesn't take much. But what I'm going to do, I've got this arm trapped, even though he's, hang on tight here. I'm going to step out, come under here, and I'm going to bring this arm with me. I do not want somebody who just got behind me this way. I do not want to come out here and have this arm way out here, because what he's going to do at this point is just turn toward me this way, and we're even again. I don't want to get even with somebody who just got behind me and put me in a chokehold. I need to have control of this one. Get it? Turn toward the elbow, get a little bit of room, come underneath. You want to bring that with you. So what you're going to do, you're going to take your chin, or if you have a few extras, like some of us do, use them all. Trap that arm, use this as a lever. Down here. You're here till you can get some air. As you start to go, tilt that chin down, grab it, bring this way. That's a very quick overview of some of the things that can be done. But all of this stuff is very simple. It's very easy to master if you practice it. I want to talk about some pressure points at this point, if in certain situations come in handy, instead of just using basic hand stuff. All right, roll up our sleeves. Back to what happens if Eric just grabs him with one hand. This space right here where your elbow bends is called your antecubital space. About 2 fingers away from that, right on top, is a very sensitive nerve. If Eric grabs a hold of my arm, just get him, and I can use my thumb, press down here, and then see how his grip turns loose? There's a spot right here on this arm. Also, inside the bicep, there's another one right here. You get him up on his toes, you know you've got something going there. In the bicep. All kinds of things here we can use. I mentioned these earlier, right in behind the ears. Dig. Someplace that a lot of people don't think about, right below the nose, right here. Take your thumb and press on your own spot right there. That's very painful, even with a mustache. I press on that area, he's going to back up. If he's got a hold of me here, and he goes. It's temporary discomfort that will get him to back up. Okay, we've talked in previous videos about using our hands as weapons. The only weapon that is really of any use to you whatsoever is a weapon that's already in your hand. It's nice if you've got a gun on your hip, in your purse, whatever, but if you don't have it in your hand, it's pretty much useless. So there are some basic things just lying around that you can prepare yourself with. One of the simplest that everybody has is a magazine. All we have to do is roll this up. And if Eric should try to grab a hold of me, poke him right in the throat. It's not going to hurt him, it's not going to make him bleed, it's not going to injure him permanently. But if he tries to grab me, very, very firm, got a little bit of a sharp edge, I can push him away. I can keep him off of me until I can get some help. One other thing we've got is a tactical pen. We've talked previously about using our thumbs against pressure points. Now suppose we don't necessarily have enough pressure, we're just not strong enough. So something like a tactical pen, which is a real pen, you can open it up and it writes just fine. It's got a little edge on here on the end, so that if Eric grabs a hold of me and I can't get rid of that, I can use this to push, and that's going to come right off of there. Same thing on the pressure point up here. Push down on there, it'll come loose. If all I've got to do is push, to get him away from me, whatever. If I had to, Eric's got a hold of me here, there's nothing else I can do right up underneath here. Now that's not very pleasant. But if Eric is going to choke me to death, beat me to death, whatever, Eric just earned this. Just right up underneath the chin. Lastly, kind of a parlor trick, but unfortunately, so many times we see people abducted. They're found on the side of the road, duct taped together. Well, there's a really relatively easy way to get out of duct. This is just standard duct tape. Eric is going to tie me up here. You've got to kind of help Eric out here. In order for this to work like it should, I need to get into very submissive. If I'm already to the point where he's ready to tie me up, I need to be very, very submissive. I need to get my wrist together, squeeze out a tear if I can. He's got me. I can't get rid of this now. Eric's got me. Nothing I can do until he turns his back on me. I'm going to raise my hands up. Simply take my wrist past my hips. When Eric had to kind of twist that tape to get it tied around my wrist, it's the same thing I'm doing. I'm just changing the angle of the tape as my wrists come down. You can try this yourself. It's pretty neat little trick. Last, I'd kind of like to talk about if you're in a situation already where you have a problem, where you're in an abusive type situation, you're concerned, you may have already been physically abused, leave. Get out somehow. Contact somebody to help. Local police, counselors, women's crisis centers. If you're in a situation that is escalating and you're concerned for your safety, don't wait for it to get better. It's not going to. If you are having a problem, please contact somebody. Get some help.